So the next one, we said we are going to attempt a samosa. Usually you see those triangular shaped. Sometimes it has veggies, sometimes it has potatoes, sometimes it has a mince filling. So like I said in the beginning, this one is the same steps, but the only difference is there is no yeast in here. Okay, so it's water, flour, sugar, and a pinch of salt, and there is no yeast in this one. So I see it's a bit sticky, so I'll add some flour, and also just knead like you did with the first one. You see how lumpy it is, and then as you gradually add flour, then it does not have that awkward, lumpy, whatever texture you can call it. Okay, knead it as you did in the first one. So I'll just fry it. Okay. So you see this one, also the same process. Fill your dough whether, and this one is a bit on the soft side, it's not too thick, not too thin, and you just knead it again. Once your bowl is clear like so, you can even, now you can take away the bowl and just flour your surface again, and then repeat the same process of kneading with your palm action. Remember, it's your palm, this one, because if you are trying to knead it with your fingers, it's not so effective. So your palm actually gives you advantage of how you control the kneading of your dough. Okay, so you can see it's still sticking, so I'll add a little bit more flour, and then the difference with this one is that I have to cut it into a few pieces, like say I'll cut it into 4 pieces, right? Make it into balls, shape it into balls, shape it into balls. So that amount of flour you use is what will yield the amount of item that you are making. So 1 cup yields about 4 small balls. If I had used 2, maybe I will get 8. If I use 3, maybe. So that is how you just replicate. So you're starting with 1 cup just for you to practice, and then if you are comfortable, you can always double the recipe to make more of what you are doing. So then this one, you have to roll it out thin like so. Oopsie. You see, I did not flour my rolling pin, that's why it's not working. So as soon as you add flour, then it should be able to roll. You see what I'm doing now? I'm just trying to make it into a circular shape, okay? So roll it out as thin as possible, and then the next step is for you to do what? you will need oil and then flour. So you lightly oil your dough. You can use your fingers. If you have a brush, then you can use a baking brush. But in this case, I'll just use my fingertips, use my other hand, lightly flour the samosa wrap, put it onto another, then you do the next one. And mind you, I only watched a YouTube of this step maybe 2-3 days ago, because I was like, what else can I make? What else can I learn? So use technology to also learn a skill. Don't just watch TikTok all day long without learning anything. There are educational channels on TikTok as well. It can be finance, it can be cooking, it can be something. Do something productive with your time. That is my message. So I learned this. I hope it turns out. Like I said, we are hoping, we are trusting the Lord to make this through. I tried one last night with the kids. Grace was like, oh, but mommy, it's fine. Why are you doubting yourself? You see, doubt also makes you doubt yourself to say, but it doesn't look like the one that I watched on YouTube, so you can try again. Okay? So this one, you are placing it on top of, just make sure they are kind of the same size, right? So you place it on top of the other one. Repeat the oil process, like oil process, and then flour process. Dust it, like so. Continue with the next one. I have to work a bit faster. Shape it into a circular shape. Try and keep to the other size. And just like so. If your pin is sticking, the trick is always to add a bit of flour so that it can help you to navigate better, quicker. Okay, like so. If it's not the same size, you can always stretch it. You see, I'm stretching it out with my hands, my fingers. Place it onto the next one, like so. Add some oil. So you just keep repeating what you have done, the very first step, like so. A bit of flour, and then we do the last one. Okay, so this is the last one. Shape it like so into the circle that we are looking for, and then the last one, put it on top. Okay, I need to stretch it out a bit. So you see now you have 4, is it 4? 1, 2, 3, 4. Stacked on top of each other. So then you just stretch it out. Try and align all your pieces. If it breaks, it's okay. So you see now you have this one shape. Lightly flour again. So now you add a bit of flour on top, and then you just roll it out more so that the shape you started with slightly gets bigger with what you have now. Do you see? It's expanding, it's stretching out more. Okay? Stretching out more, roll it out more. Just keep rolling it out more. And then now I'm supposed to toast this lightly in a hot pan. So I'll remove this oil for now. Just be careful not to burn. So the idea is for you to lightly cook this dough for maybe a minute, okay? Or at least that's what I watched on YouTube. Mama, please help me. Okay, down and then on, like minimum. Minimum. like very, very minimal. Thank you. Yeah, that's okay. So now we're just heating up the pan, right? To try and cook this for maybe 2 minutes on each side so that we can start with the filling process. Yeah, it's already hot. So now the idea is for you to lightly cook it because you are going to fry it at the end of the day. So you don't want to cook it all the way. The idea is just for you to lightly cook your dough on both sides. So I'll place it in there. And then if you were closer, you will see that it will start to bubble a bit. Just adjust it a little bit. So as soon as it's cooked on this one side, it will lightly bubble up. Even though there is no yeast, I don't know what is in flour that always makes it bubble. Even though you don't use yeast, it always does that. So let's just give it a minute or two. At this point, use your eyes, use your patience just to watch so that it doesn't burn or it doesn't overcook. Because the point is, you are not cooking it at this stage. You see, it's already starting to feel a bit, you see, it's bubbling up like I said. If you can come closer, you can see the bubbles. But I have not used any yeast. So just let it cook for that side as well. And the trick with this one is, from what I learned, is that it dries out very easily. So as soon as you are done with the process of pre-cooking it like this, you should already have the next step. And then just, you see there. So now the idea is for you to peel them off like this. Remember, they were stacked together. I'm burning. I don't know if it's ready or not, but it doesn't want to peel away, but don't worry. So, you see, it's peeling away like that. Thank you, Jesus. It worked. It worked. Oh my goodness. So this one, it's a bit sticky still. I'm just trying to maybe put it in a warm pan again. So, like I said, you have to work very quick. So now, use a knife. You see, it's a circle shape. So use a knife to cut it in half. You see, half. And then you place the other half to the other side. So you have something like this. Okay? So then, cut it in half again. Then you have that triangular shape of the samosa, right? So now we'll already start to fill it. So the trick is to fold and fill inside here. I forgot one crucial step of making myself a, what you call it? It's called a glue. There is the word. So glue, you usually just use a bit of flour and water. Is there water in there? Put it in here. Put it in the cup. Okay. So you make your glue by using water and flour. You mix it until it's that glue texture. You see, this is not glue texture yet. So you add a little bit of water again. The school glue, right? That white glue that we know. You see, that is the texture you are looking for. Okay? So now you have your your baking glue. Please don't use school glue and say it's Ndahafa who said it's glue. Disclaimer, please. So you have your glue now, right? You see, it's runny, just like school glue. So last night I've prepped some mince with just black pepper and salt, and then mixed veggies that I've pre-cooked. You just boil them. So now the next step is for you to add back your oil so that you can now fill your samosa. So we have your triangle, fold it. You can use your fingertips for the glue, and you just glue it like so. You see? And then you have a pocket inside, like a pocket inside. And then you use your fork or whatever you want to use. Then you just add your filling to your samosa. Add a bit of the mixed veggies. And then you will now try and push up your filling, because it's like this. Fold it this side. Apply your baking glue, like so. And then you close it up. And then you have like a triangular shape. If it's not shaping, I'm also learning. You see, that is what we are aiming for. Okay? So you have first samosa, go to your second one, glue your edge, fold it. I think it's like so. Apply your glue again. And you close it up. Then you have your triangle and you have your pocket inside, okay? And you apply or you put in your filling. If you don't eat meat, you can just opt for veggies. If you can also fill it with like boiled potatoes, like a meshy consistency. And then you can just close it again. Apply your glue. And then you have, you see, your triangle that you are looking for, okay? And you just continue working. I wish I had help to fold up these triangles with me, but let's see how many we can fold in the time that we are given. I think we only have 5 minutes left, so I'll only do these 3. I'll quickly put on the oil. Yay, without mama. I did it. Okay, a bit of mince. And then some veggies, just for control. And which hand is it now? You would notice that there are 2 folds inside. So I think it's easier to fold in the side where there are 2 folds, and then you flip or close it to the side where there is only 1, like so. Okay? Now we have 3, and our oil is heating up. The rest, you can even store this in your deep freezer. Put it in a bag, and then you can use them again. This is the one that was being tough. Being not cooperative. I wonder if it will peel off this time. Because remember, I put it back in the pan to try and cook it 1 more minute. So, still not cooperating a little. But yeah, it's peeling off now, you see. And don't worry if it breaks, it can still be saved. You see? This one is also off. It has broken a couple of times because, like I said, it dries out very easily. So you cut in the middle again, like so. Put the other half to the other side. Then you have one shape like that. And then you half it. When you half it, and then you have your triangular shape. So these ones will go in storage for now. My oil is hot. So then you just shallow fry your samosas. And there you have it. I'll not burn you. Okay. Happy? Please come, let's round up these things. Let's just pack up everything. The clean ones, keep them separate from the dirty ones now. So, like I said with dough, you should always pay attention to your oil, otherwise you'll end up with burned. You see, there it's doing its thing, almost ready. So to serve this, I have mayo. You could use a dip, or you could use even a sauce to dip your samosa into. So I think that is it for today. Let's just wait for our samosa to fry. You can see it's already brown because my oil is quite hot. I think I can just switch off the heat now already. And then now this thing is stuck. It's not want to, oh, there it's open. Okay, so this is our serving platter. Like I said, presentation is always key. You first eat with your eyes. So just a little dollop of mayo. And then this one, you see, it's already almost even burning. Or it has burned rather. But let's just take them out. And you have your samosa. I think my oil was too hot, so remember, your oil must not be too hot like Ndahafa's oil. Let it be a minimum temperature so that it's not like this. So you then maybe just tap off, or if it's oily, but I see this one has no oil at all, so I can already just plate it. Now enjoyment is going to follow. There we have it. Our samosa is done. And like I said, the extra you can keep in the freezer and you can serve it another time. Thank you so much for your time and for being a good audience.